I've been drinking with him on and off for the last 13 years. And when we do, it used to be on the street outside the mother's house. And I'd be set up for a Friday night and they'd buy their booze at 5 o'clock, but they'd be gone home by 8 o'clock. That's the way they do it here. It's traditional time. But I can think of nothing worse. Maybe you could, or maybe you agree with me. There's nothing worse than drinking Hong Kong with fish head soup. Guys, welcome back. This is Alpha Omega Occasionally. Tonight we are starting here from our base in Bangkok. And then we are going to take it back to Pontoutini. And God knows where we'll end up, because we came back here this morning and the wife wants to go back again tomorrow. Why we didn't stay there beats the hell out of me, but that's what we're at. And I hope you can stick with me for this video, because I don't know where it's going to go. We'll see where it's going to go. I haven't even got a title for it as I speak now, but I will have a title for it by the time you're watching it, because what's a video without a title? Anyway, sit back, relax, enjoy, and enjoy. I'll say it again. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this one, because it promises to be another absolute, once in a lifetime, absolute belter. Well guys, it's 36 hours later and we're back here in Pontoutini. Or people keep correcting me on how I say that. What is it? Pontoutini? Pontoutini? I can't say it, I just say it the way they say it. I'll ask, actually, to put my critics to bed, I'm just going to ask my sister-in-law, how do you say it? Comporn, any Pontoutini or Pontoutini? Pontoutini. Pontoutini. There you go, lads. It's Pontoutini. I'm saying it right all along. But anyway, we were here in our last video. We actually went to Wang Noi. And that was on Thursday. And when I left, I spoke with her. And she's here with all and sundry with the two kids that she has. That's the Beer Bandit's wife. And I said to her as I left, because my wife had already gone to work in Bangkok, I said to her, are you coming back tomorrow? Because we are. And she said yes. So we came back here yesterday afternoon, early yesterday afternoon. And I said to the missus, and I have to be careful the way I phrase things, because some people do understand the odd word of English here and there. But I said, where is the Beer Bandit and his wife? And she told me that he's not coming, even though they said they were. You see, that's saving face in Thailand. People will tell you a lie just because that's what they think you want. They'll tell you what they think you want to hear. Anyway, they're all eating, and it's 20 past 9. I don't know about you, but I couldn't stomach food until at least mid-morning, 11 o'clock, 11:30. You'll notice Harry isn't here either, because he's just like me. He doesn't eat at this hour of the morning. They eat 24/7. Anyway, where are we going today? I'm not 100% sure. But today will document a day with all and sundry, and maybe having a beer with the Beer Bandit later on. He's off. I don't know where he is. People don't tell me a thing. She's after buying a rake of food at a market, primarily fish. And you know, life is too short to eat fish, because I don't do it. And she said to me, let's make the video about the fish. And I said, my supporters won't want to see a video about fish, but I'll show you the fish that she bought. They eat it with the heads on, the tails on, and the whole shoot. You know all that. Anyway, just have a look at the stuff she bought. You see, it's not just fish, it's fish heads. Look. Bloody fish heads. They're going to eat fish heads. So just say, so to my kuntai kin huaba. Why do Thai people eat fish head? To my, huh? To my kin. Rao hai, meow, and dog. Yeah, we give cats and dogs. Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, they're going to eat fish heads. I mean, come on. I mean, honestly, it's like, the way I'd say it is, why would anyone have decided that would have been a good idea to eat the head of a fish or the head of anything? It just doesn't, fish for me is just a non-event, and fish heads is just something I never would have dreamt I'd see anyone consume. So it gets worse. Those guys have been mutilated, but they're still alive. Look, but they're still twitching. This is animal cruelty.
Their guts are out.
Their guts are out, Harry. Their guts are out. That is absolute animal cruelty. Look.
Look at that. That's moving.
Jesus Christ.
Came out of the shower.
Is that guy alive, do you think? Is he alive?
He's alive.
The other fella is. That guy is.
Oh my God! What? Is
Harry,
that his lung?
are you going to eat them?
Wait, is that his lung?
That's, I don't know what that is, Harry. But that is animal cruelty. Jesus Christ. They're alive. They're alive. My God. Oh, God. Harry is also disgusted. My wife has said to me that I should give her, that's the Beer Bandit's wife, 100 baht, and she's going to eat a raw frog on camera. I don't think that YouTube will allow that. I'm not too sure, but there's only one way to find out. They're making, and thankfully they're making a joke about all this, but in fairness, to see any creature suffer the way the frogs have been suffering, that is something that's acceptable. That is 100% acceptable in Thai culture, obviously. But it goes against the grain for me. You know, frogs with their guts hanging out, moving, you know.
The guts are out and they're moving.
Yes, Harry, the guts are out and they're moving.
It's moving with one leg.
Oh, Harry, don't do that. That's cruel.
I'm scared of it.
Gee whiz, lads.
Daddy,
What?
if it was just a normal frog, I would not do it because normal frogs are not disgusting to me. I'll just let them live. But if they're like guts out, I have to do it.
My God. So I don't know if she's going to do it right now, but apparently she's going to do it. And
This one should be dead.
I'm not going to hang around waiting for her to do it because I've got more things to do and I don't really want to see it, to be honest with you. God. You see, this is it, lads. You think you understand Thailand, you think you understand the culture, and then you see them doing this to frogs and eating the heads of fish. God. I hope it hasn't turned you off, as I said before. Just stay with me. This is what they're doing with the fish heads.
ปั๊มมันยังไม่ตายเหรอปั๊มมันเปิดปากได้เหรอ
You need something sharper. Oh God. So it's a few minutes later and I couldn't end this scene without showing you that. That's a rusty machete, and I mean a rusty, dirty machete. And she's dissecting the heads of the fish with it. And it's blunt. And not only is it a disgusting thing to eat, but the hygiene, that's an old wooden block that's been there for God knows how long. And that is just, for me, I would never go near it. They'll be eating that today. Cut with a rusty machete on a dirty old wooden block, and it's a fish head. I mean, so guys, it's a bit later on. That's a feature of this channel. It's always a bit later on, but it is a bit later on. I had to get out of there. I really had to get out of there. She's cooking fish head soup, and she's already cooked it, and it looks appetizing because it's kind of a tan coloured, deep, rich kind of soup. But when you see the fish heads floating in it, it's just, and it's so creamy and thick that she's putting it into the banana leaves. If she has it when I go back, I'll show it to you. She was doing it just before I left the house. There's going to be the Beer Bandit and his wife, and probably a few other people, I don't know, back at the hacienda later on. And hopefully I'll be able to bring you a scene or two from there. But where am I now? I'm about 10 kilometers away, and I'm up by CJ Moore, C-J-M-O-R-E, CJ Moore convenience stores. And I was here in our last video on the way to Wang Noi, and I was genuinely surprised that they stock a wide range of beers, a lot more than 7-Eleven, and they take QR codes, so you can scan your QR. You can't scan your QR in 7-Eleven. There's a 7-Eleven there. CJ Moore CJ Moore is just behind us there. So I'm going to pop in. But before I pop in, I think I want to get myself an ice cold Coke. Because I'm parched. There's residential stuff down there. Look at this. Can you see that behind me? That's like something similar to what you'd call a housing estate back home. There's houses on both sides, but take a closer look actually before I get my Coke. So it's exactly what it looks like. It's a residential area. Typical Thai style residential homes. There's a lot more of these popping up here, there and everywhere. Thailand, parts and pockets and little nooks and crannies of Thailand can almost mimic Western style accommodation, although it's not very Western. The houses here are probably more akin to what you'd find on the Mediterranean or something, you know. That one's not furnished, so there's no one in there. I'm not breaching anyone's or invading anyone's privacy. Whew. I mean, this is only a hop, skip and a jump away from where we are, and it's quite civilized. But I'd say the civilized bit extends to the structural aspect of life. They probably still eat fish head soup here. So I'm going to pop in here to see if I can get myself a Pepsi Nam Kang. As you know, Nam is water, Kang is hard. So the verbatim translation for ice in Thai is Nam Kang. Well, it's hard water or water hard. That's verbatim. Let's see if they do. Come me Pepsi Nam Kang up. Pepsi Coke Nam Kang. Okay, noon cup. Okay. Okay. Success. My God, it's hot. So I've stopped off to get me Pepsi Nam Kang. And some of the way they display the drinks here, it's lovely, look. That looks really, really, that's beckoning. Even the orange, but I was never a Fanta man, ever, never, ever. And the red stuff is a bit too sweet. I know the Pepsi is sweet as well, but that's just what I want at the moment. Hello. Whoops-a-daisy. So you see, I got to get out and about when her family are there cooking their fish heads and dissecting their frogs. I just got to get away from there. I have some online activities to do. I've just finished one actually since I spoke to you last. Thank you. All right. Keep that. Okay. Thank you. That's 500. I hope he doesn't keep it. I hope he doesn't think it's a tip. This is another sinkful of Coke. My God, did I put that upside down? I did. Somebody told me, or I saw in a video, a life hack, put your straw into your Coke like that, like this, and it gets right down under the ice. Life hack. You learn it all here, lads, you really do. So while I'm waiting for me change for me 500, I'll get stuck into this. Wow, that's wonderful. Oh. It's a lot better than fish head soup, that's for sure. Thank you. Thank you. Whoops-a-daisy. So, I think that was 15 baht. Wonderful. You could tell they're not used to foreigners here. She was very timid, but she's only a kid. The sweat is running into my eyes. It's impossible to be comfortable at this time of year in Thailand unless you're indoors in an air-conditioned environment. Oh, that's wonderful. They say you should never go shopping when you're hungry, for food that is, and you should never go shopping for beer when you're thirsty. So I've quenched my thirst to a degree. Well, I want to go into CJ and see what I might start my night's drinking with tonight. After all, the beer bandit's going to be there. And if I buy Leo, there's always a chance he'll take it. So I won't be buying Leo. Let's see what we can get. Any chuck tea crap? Look, okay. Thank you. Okay. So as I said in my previous video on Wang Noi, I'm trying to do something every day that someone won't expect. Something good for someone every day that they don't expect. And I just want to extend my gratitude to Irish Paul in Brisbane for your generosity. Thank you so much, Paul. I appreciate it. And guys, if you want to be generous, if you want to help me out, you can buy me a coffee. There's the names of the guys who've done so recently there. Every bit helps. And I share the love, as you can see. You can scan the QR or click the link in the description. Ooh. I'm going to go and get myself some, I can't pronounce the name of the beer. It's a Thai German beer. And I did a bit of research on it. I bought it the other day. But it's a German beer brewed in Thailand. And they have restaurants, their own brewery restaurants, not scattered, but there's a few of them around. And they've got something like seating in all the restaurants combined. I think it's seating for 5,000 people. You know the brewery, the German brewery in Bangkok. I don't know what part of Bangkok it's in. I've been there. It's one of the largest auditoriums in Thailand. And they have live music and German beer and of course food. Well, you see, that's the thing that throws me off. I can't eat food and drink and even think of drinking alcohol. It just doesn't wash. But look, let's finish this and get our German beer. Oh, you see the straw is right down the bottom under the ice. It gets a lot of it. Life hack. You can thank Harry for that. Let's get out of here. Oh. So as the keen eyed amongst you may notice, I'm not driving my car today, I'm driving her car. When I'm with her, when I'm not free, she prefers to bring her car everywhere because she doesn't like my car. She thinks it's too big. I mean, I don't know the logic. Again, logic, I just don't understand it. But this is the CJ Moore. And let's see what they got. It's always exciting to try new things. So I just spent 373 baht. As I said, never go shopping for beer when you're thirsty. But I got some very nice things. You gotta be careful with these bags. I got the German beer. This is the German Thai beer. It's called Tao Andang. And of course, I got Phuket beer. I've never had that. If you're in Phuket, maybe you've had it, I don't know. And I've also got Pattaya beer. How about that? So, I'm going to enjoy my various beers this evening. Maybe with the Beer Bandit, but certainly with you. I got a large bottle of Coke and I got her a Heineken because she's pretentious, just like her brother. Her brother's a banker, or was a banker. Well, she's a banker. The Thais with money drink Heineken. There's music in the background. The Thais with money, if they drink beer, they drink Heineken. I mean, for my money, Heineken is horse piss. It's absolutely disgusting. I'd never, ever, ever. I've tried it. I've tried it recently. I was so thirsty one day. I tried a Heineken. I swear to God, the aftertaste in my mouth was just blech. But she drinks. I got her a can of Heineken. She drinks it with ice. She adulterates it. But anyway, I'm going to head back to the hacienda and we'll reconvene when we reconvene. But it's going to be a split second for you. Don't know how long it's going to be for me. So the sun is well and truly over the yard arm. I did something there I didn't intend to do. I went to trim my beard, but I had the trimmer on the wrong setting and it took it off completely. What the hell? The sweat is streaming into my eyes. So she's gone away with Harry. She never told me where she's going. So I don't know where she is. I'm here. I finished my online activities and I'm going to see how this Phuket Island beer behaves in a glass. In Ireland we call this a glass. In the United Kingdom they call it a half. Well, if you're going into a pub in Ireland you never say I want a half, you say I want a glass. A glass of Guinness is one of these. I don't usually drink beer out of a glass, I usually drink it out of a pint glass. But we'll see how this Phuket beer behaves. Oh, this is one of these new ring pulls, lads. Hang on. It takes the whole thing off, look. This is the second time I've seen a beer like this. Hang on. It smells very fruity. It does smell very fruity. I think this is a craft beer. And where I'm from, only women drink craft beers. Look at that. I've never seen that before. Well, I've seen it once before. Only the other day. This is a new ring pull thing. Let's top her up. Try to give a bit of a head. It doesn't maintain the head. It's very cloudy, so it's obviously a very wheaty beer, I think. Let's see. God, it smells like fruit. God, that's very drinkable. Is that watermelon or something? Lightly shake the can before opening. I didn't know that. I should have shaken the can before I opened it, so there's a bit of a thing to this. Savour the rich foam. I should have been foaming. If I shook it, it would have been foamy. Just like drinking draft beer. It's like if I had to shake in it. Does that have a widget? It doesn't have a widget. Jesus. That's extremely drinkable. Very sweet. It's like a fruit cocktail or something. There you go. Maybe I've been living on a different planet for the last 13 years here in Thailand. Well, I've often said this is planet Thailand. But it's not something I drink all night, but it's nice. I say that's definitely targeted at the younger market. Anyway, she's gone off with Harry. And the Beer Bandit's wife is here. The Beer Bandit's off working. So, I don't know what time he'll be back. But when he does come back, I'll be sure to include you when he does come back. This, as I'm sitting here now talking to you, if you had a few of these and you got drunk, you'd probably want more. But after one, for me, it's nice, but it's too sweet. Fully open the lid to turn the can into a cup. That's what they want you to drink it like that, you see. There you are. You know, it's nice drinking beer without the big Ronnie Delaney, that's what we call it in Ireland, moustache. Ah, there you go. Oof. I'd say no one's going to notice that I shaved it off. It's still there. Like I had it to a wrong setting, but it's still there. And I intend to let it grow back again. But nobody noticed. It's just like the day I shaved my head. Nobody noticed. The things you hold dear in your life, the things about you that you think are important, most other people don't even notice. The best way I can describe that, grapefruit kind of thing. It doesn't give any indication of what kind of fruit is in it. If I checked online before I opened it, I probably would have known. It's 4.2%. Okay, so that's the first of our unique Thai beers that we're trying in this video. Well, next one we'll have is the Pattaya one, or Pattaya. I've been to Phuket, I think 3 times? Twice. I've been to Pattaya more times than I can remember. I actually used to live down there, down that direction. Excuse me. That is a very refreshing drink to have on a hot day. There you are. That's our first beer interlude in this video. Stay tuned for the next one. Oops-a-daisy. Okay, lads. Here we are, in a place where you never see me. I got this table and chair set from a subscriber from Malaysia. He used to be a neighbour of mine in Bangkok, but he's since gone back. So, thank you very much indeed for this. So, Pattaya beer, beach beer, is apparently the same as Phuket. Slightly shake the can. So we'll slightly shake the can and see what happens. I think that constitutes as a slight shake. Okay, now, are we going to get a draft beer experience? It's the same thing. Wow, yeah, well, it's... Look, I overshook it because you can't shake a beer without it frizzing. I don't know. So let's pull off the big ring pull. There we are there, if you can see that. And see, do we get a draft beer experience? This looks like a lighter shade of beer. I don't see any draft beer experience happening there now. But if I do this, because I'm Irish and I know how to do it, we can create the draft beer experience. There you go. A bit of a head going on there. Does it maintain the head? Doesn't look like it. But let's see what happens when we taste it. Wow. This is a lot milder. Having said that, again, a citrusy kind of vibe off it. I prefer the Phuket stuff, to be honest with you. I think at this stage, it's amazing it doesn't tell you what's in it. Taste the beach life, anytime, anywhere. It's nice, but the Phuket variety is better. It's brewed by the same company, obviously. And I think that convenience store, CJ Moore, they are part of the same thing as the brewers for this kind of stuff. This is a Saturday afternoon. I've concluded, or I've fulfilled all my online obligations. And now I'm indulging. I wouldn't have this place if it wasn't for her. Still, when she's not here, it's bliss. You know, I've spent the majority of my life in Thailand. No, I haven't spent the majority of my life in Thailand, but the majority of my life that I've spent in Thailand, I've enjoyed myself, and I'm continuing to enjoy myself. And people say that I shouldn't drink so much. I didn't drink at all yesterday. And I haven't had a drop of gin in over a week. And when I drink, I don't drink that much. It's a couple of cans of Leo or whatever it may be, or a couple of cans of this. Well, it's the first time for this. But I'm just going to tell you something. There's a YouTube channel called Patience Story. And that's what it's called, Patience Story. And there are umpteen oodles of videos about young people ranging between 20 years old and 30 or 40 years old who have been struck by terminal illnesses, predominantly cancer. I saw a video about a guy, 25, and he had this cancer of the esophagus. Another girl, early 30s, cancer of the tongue. And I consider myself at 61, shortly to become 62. I'm in my 62nd year. To be one of the lucky ones that I've been able to enjoy my life free of any major catastrophe health-wise. And when I watch videos like that, I realise that, okay, I might be damaging my health drinking, but I haven't been drinking like this all my life. And I know I shouldn't drink too much, you shouldn't drink too much as you get older because your body is blah, 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 all the rest of it. But what the heck, lads? You don't know what tomorrow will bring. So I just enjoy the moment. I'm enjoying the moment. It's wonderful. Life is wonderful. It really is. With the exception of eating fish head soup, life is wonderful. That reminds me of a joke, what we're talking about now, about your mortality. A guy went to the doctor with some kind of issue or problem. And the doctor examined him and said, "I have bad news for you. You've only got 24 hours left to live." And the guy said, "Oh my God." The doctor said, "How would you like to spend your last 24 hours? And the guy thought for a second and he said, "I'd like to spend my last 24 hours with my wife." And the doctor said, "Why?" And he said, 24 hours with my wife will be like an eternity. It doesn't get better. It just doesn't get better, lads. Saturday afternoon in paradise, drinking Phuket and Pattaya beer, with the prospect of later on tonight drinking beer with the beer bandit. Ho ho. That's wonderful. So I'm going to finish this and we'll recommence as we always do. Well, it'll be very shortly for you, within the next couple of seconds, but God knows how long it'll be for me. But we'll see what happens. Sláinte. So here we are, just about to drink with the beer bandit. Okay. Hong Tong, this is not Miami whiskey. It's not whiskey, it's blended spirits. They call it whiskey and they give it the colour with molasses. That's why it gets the colour. It's not aged at all. But I'm civilised, so I'm going to have a Gordon's gin. He's having his Hong Tong with soda and I'm going to have me... Okay, anyway, look. I'm going to have me Gordon's gin with tonic. Harry, you're right. You can see, you can eat there, but move over that way a bit. Move over that way a bit. You're in the way of the camera. Okay, because it's chaos. This is life with my wife's crazy Thai family. And Harry is part of that, and I'm part of that. But anyway, I have a measuring shot glass, but I'm not going to bother. I'll just count to 3. 1. Sweat is in my eyes. God damn. So, sweat is in my eyes. 1, 2, 3. There you go. I think that's a shot. It may be not, but what the heck. So the beer bandit Kun Kin he's eating the fish head soup thing and I don't know why. Harry, will you get out of the camera? Harry, get out of the camera. And I do know why, because they're Thai. I was talking to a friend of mine in Australia. Harry, get out of the camera. I was talking to a friend of mine in Australia. You know who you are, you're in Perth, earlier on today. And when I showed him the fish head thing, he referred to the fact that, well, I won't say it. I can't say it on YouTube because I just can't say it on YouTube. But it's not civilized, put it that way. God, the sweat is in my eyes. Piboon, tamai kuntai kin huaba.
Alive.
May alloy, man. He says it's delicious. I mean, how the hell can fish head soup? Well, it's not. It's fish head casserole, whatever the hell it is. It's in a banana leaf. How could that be delicious? So this is my first gin of the week. And I dare say it's probably his first fish head soup. Well, I said say it's soup. You might want to get a close up of this, so I will give you a close up. God, the chairs in Thailand, the seats in there are so low. God damn. There it is there, the fish head. That's a fish head. That's the head of a fish. There he is there, drinking his hong tong because he doesn't know any better. So yeah, he's eating this fish head soup and drinking the hong tong. And I would say because he doesn't know any better. The old Gordon's with the tonic water is a lot more preferable to hong tong with soda.
ต้นหยิบน้ำให้ตาขวดได้ป่ะขวดใหญ่น้ำ
Hasn't a word of English, not a word of English, not a word of English.
เอาในกระป๋องขวดใหญ่
Oops. I feel like I'm sitting
ตั้ง
in
ในเรือ
a pygmy environment. I really am.
เอาที่เรือมาถีบรถไปให้พี่เติ้ลยิ้มแป๊บเดียว
But this is it. This is
พี่เติ้ลเอาน้
this is the climax of the day. Drinking with the bear bandit, eating the fish head. That's a head of a fish. Kun kin tani? Name? Kun kin ba da mai. He doesn't eat the eyes. The wife eats the eyes.
ำเป็นเนื้อ
I don't know why he's eating the kid, man. That's his grandson. Because the daughter just deposited the son with the grandparents. That's what they do in Thailand. He's going to keep doing this all night. Well, if he's working tomorrow, he probably finishes about, it's now 25 past 6. He'll probably finish about 7. And he'll work tomorrow. But I used to drink hong tong when I first came here with Est cola, the local whiskey. It's not whiskey. It says it on the bottle, blended spirits, but they don't know that. Every time I go to 7-Eleven to buy
ไปเลย
gin and I say gin, they don't know what the word means. She thinks I drink whiskey, that's what she says. And kun kapan kun tap wanarai.
ยังไม่รู้ยังงาน
My
ยังไม่
little.
แล้ว
Okay, so he doesn't know what time, what day he's gone home to Bangkok. We could be here for a long, long time. Well, not tonight, because I know he'll finish drinking. That's another thing about traditional Thais, if you want to know. I've been drinking with him on and off for the last 13 years. And when we do, it used to be on the street outside the mother's house. And I'd be set up for a Friday night and they buy their booze at 5 o'clock, but they'd be gone home by 8 o'clock. That's the way they do it here. It's traditional Thai. But I can think of nothing worse. Maybe you could, or maybe you agree with me. There's nothing worse than drinking hong tong with fish head soup. I mean, that's just, or fish head casserole, whatever the hell it is. But he's certainly eating whatever part of the brain or whatever it is he's eating there, I don't know. Oh, dear God. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, lads. I'm going to finish this and I'm going to upload this video onto YouTube. It's 20 past 6 on a Saturday night
มากิน
and I've got about an hour to finish the editing
เอามาใส่อีก
and get this up on YouTube for your enjoyment. So I hope you enjoyed the whole thing, I really do.
เป็นไก่
The fish head thing has been the main part of this video, you know. I just told her, I'm just looking at that now and I've just turned me off eating, full stop. But it hasn't turned me off drinking. This fella, by the way, on a positive note, is 68 years old. 68 years old and he still goes out. He's a handyman, he can do anything. He built a house here. He can do anything. So you might think I'm being derogatory. I'm not being derogatory. I'm being factual. But in fairness to him, he's a great guy for his age. He enjoys what he enjoys because that's all he knows. And we can only know what we know. And he knows what he knows, and that's all he knows. He's a traditional Thai. This is traditional Thailand. Fish heads and hong tong. God damn. So lads, if you've enjoyed this video, by the way, in fairness to him, if I didn't have me gin, he'd share the Hong Kong with me. I know he would. But I haven't drank Hong Kong in many, many years. And it's each to their own, that's all I'd say. And for you as well, lads, watching this video, it's each to their own. If you want to click the like button, the share button, subscribe button, please do. If you don't want it, it's up to you. But whatever you do, lads, if you've enjoyed the video, make sure you join me again, or us again, for another wonderful video. I'm 3 sheets to the wind. See you again, lads. Kun set lao kin whiskey kimon.
เลิกงาน5 โมง
Hamong. Hamong. Good. Okay, come back. Set lao video YouTube. Come back. Okay.